How you living?
I'm great. How are you, Chef?
Good. No complaint.
Well, these are strange days.
Oh, no, I knew this was coming. No, I'm joking with you. It's strange.
One of my favorite things that you ever said to me was, cooking is my gift, and it's on your website, but connecting with people is my talent. So, how is the ultimate people connector doing during a time of social distancing?
Oh, good. I love talking to people now more than I did before. No, but I get to do a lot of stuff like this. And social media, you never knew how important it would be till now.
So, with the restaurant in Louisville paused, I guess we could say.
Yeah.
Do you say pause? You don't say closed.
No, I say pause. That's a good. You give better words than me. Pause.
How are you and your family moving through this time?
Oh, good. Good. What's up? Good. Everyone's safe. Everyone's healthy. I get a lot more time with the kids because I'm always on the road traveling. So it's just a lot of time with the kids, which is really good for me.
Is that
Oh,
right?
I got seven altogether.
You're a busy
Yes.
man.
Yes. So, but it's been going good though. We got a lot of time together. I've been able to get the routine together with life, but it has been a good time. No complaints from me.
So with all this, I guess you're spending most of your time as a dad, and that's kind of glorious. Um, how are you going to bring the restaurant back online, or are you guys thinking about that yet?
Oh, for sure. That's the only thing we think about.
What is this moment in this pandemic giving you in the way of time to think and do some imagining?
Well, it's giving me what I asked for. You know what's crazy is sometimes I ask myself, I said, did God shut down the whole country for me? Because I was asking for some time to think and put together a plan. Because I've never had business training or coaching from someone who did business. So for me, I had to learn everything the hard way. So it gave me the opportunity. I was already asking my partners if it was possible for me to kind of get out of different things because I wanted to see where I was going to be at the next 25 years. I want to see what I was going to be at the next 30. You know what I'm saying? And then this gave me that opportunity to sit back, reevaluate. Like, okay, you don't have the restaurant open right now. So how do you feel about that?
Hmm.
You got TV, but you can't shoot TV right now. So we were supposed to shoot, I think, a month ago, but it got canceled because of what happened with everything. So it's like you can't do TV, you can't do your restaurants. Like, what is it that's gonna get you where you want to get to in life? And it's just like I just want to appreciate where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? If I do a good job every single day, I maximize my today, I think I'll be happy every day. So right now, I'm just getting ready to do some judging, start judging, and then really just starting to get out there, start pitching some shows. Because that's really where my heart is at. It's in that connecting, showing people like my style, who we are, like just a unique approach to food and life at the same time. So for me, it's bigger than just opening the doors and making money and things like that. It's just about, I guess, being one of the first to do it at a high level for a major network. Cooking, I should say.
So obviously your name recognition is increasing daily. I know you had the great showing being the eighth seed and upsetting the number one seed recently. What was that moment like for you?
It's crazy. The craziest part about it is that in the moment, it wasn't that great. You know what I'm saying? And I'd say that because I felt really bad for Alex. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I did, man. Because if it was me, I know I just, that's why I didn't celebrate when it happened. You know what I'm saying? On TV, I ain't celebrate. So I just waited until the show aired, then I celebrated. Uh, but it was crazy. It changed everything. You know what I'm saying? That win changed everything for me. Like, and things people would never be able to see. But when things happen, I'll let them know, like, this is the catalyst for it was me beating Alex. And then me really beating Amanda, too. She got lucky that I forgot that fry bread. But we won't talk about the fry bread because I'll walk down the street somewhere and they'll literally yell at the car, "What happened with that fry bread?" I'm like, oh my goodness. Did everyone in the world watch that show?
Well, I mean, I started hearing about it first from a friend of mine in Los Angeles. So I think a lot of people were watching it and watching you. And, you're very, you're very likable, chef. Not only is your food amazing, you are super fun and cool and inspiring.
When we wrote a vision board, probably, eesh, 8 years ago. The number one thing I had, actually the only thing I had on there, I wanted to be the most inspirational chef or to have the most inspirational restaurant. So that was always the goal. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm getting a little more comfortable with being myself on TV. I think it's going to elevate in the next opportunity I get. I just want people to see me cook. I want people to know my style. I want people to like the food. That's it. That's my major message with food.
Well, I think that people can, taste your joy and your love in your food for sure. And I think that that comes through in everything you do, and it comes through the screen even.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, it's true. So your vision board, your number one thing was to inspire people. Did I hear that
Mhm.
correctly?
Yeah.
And the way you're doing that is through food. And man, the opportunities there are so immense with not just television now, but the internet and the interwebs. I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
you're probably just beginning.
I know. That's the funniest thing about it. I've been doing this on TV for probably about almost 10 years. And I probably just now arrived to like my first day on the job. Like everything else was just a little practice. I wasn't ready yet. I thought I was. But it's like, it's crazy because at some point, people are going to be like, oh, he was an overnight success. But this has been working for so long. You know what I'm saying? Even when on WHAS, they gave me a show on there years ago. It was called From Simple to Super. Every Friday, I used to come on there and redo favorite dishes. So I've been doing it for a long time for free. Yeah, for free,
Dues
literally.
have been paid.
Yes, gotta pay your dues.
Yeah. So you mentioned the journey, you had to learn a lot on your own. What were some of the hardest things you had to work through?
Business is the hardest thing ever. I understood how to get people. I got that quicker than normal. I just didn't know how to cut people off. Like I'm a chance giver. I give you like 3 to 5 chances. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't understand. And Junior Bridgman was a cool person who kind of let me understand how to work with people. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes if a spade's a spade, don't try to make it into a joker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to accept what it is. But I would say the hardest thing I had to learn was really, I don't know, man, numbers. No one teaches you numbers on P&L statements and all that stuff. You just kind of think like, oh, you made this much money, and it was like, nope, that's not going to do you for a long time. So that was probably the biggest thing. And then also understanding growth. I knew nothing about how to grow, when to grow, nothing like that. So those are the things I had to partner myself again with other people who knew those things. That way I could get to another level. Because I always tell people my goal was never to be like solely rich, like the only person that was successful. My goal was for a lot of us to be successful together. What I'm saying? I kind of think of myself like as a cooking Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of my friends will be successful because of my success.
Wow.
I think
That's
after this, I probably got what 3 of my chefs on Food Network because of me being on Food Network. And those are the reasons why I love doing what I do.
Tell me, what's the most fun part to you about being on the national shows?
The best part is the reaction from fans. That is the number one. Out of everything, there's nothing when people believe in you. Like when people are like, oh, we're Team Super Chef. Like I didn't even make that thing up, but I'll roll with it. That is probably the best part. That gratification, because just like cooking a meal, someone likes it, but they don't taste the food. So for me, it would definitely be that. But I love competing. I really do. I would like to host, but I love competing in the sense of like it is what it is. Man. You don't get the opportunity I got cooking. 99% of the people in my industry never had and will never get. So I understand how privileged I am, and I soak it all in. And that's why every time you see me on TV, I'm always really cooking. Like I don't be bringing my C game or old B game. I gotta bring my A game every time.
Well, it certainly shows. It really does. So, Chef, you said that you want to inspire people, and as you succeed, you want your network to succeed with you. What is inspiring you right now?
Inspiring me right now, I think, is the future. I think I got a really good glimpse of what's possible for me. So therefore, that's really what I'm just got my eyes on something different. I've been like it's so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like even talking like I'm talking right now. But I think a vision. God gave me a vision that I just cannot deny. That I just cannot, even though it's bigger than most people would ever believe is going to happen. I still, like it's so real. It's like I just already lived it once. So I think for me, it's just like a vision. And then because if I can do it, then I know that I can coach many, many people on to do it. You know, and that's the cool thing. That's why I tell people, like, I just got to do it first. You know what I'm saying? I can't help everybody right now, but if you allow me to do what I'm doing and trust me, once I do it, everyone else is already there with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that would be it. Like I'm a vision person, and I believe what God told me about myself. I believe what He told me about who He was, and if I could believe what He says, then it changes everything else for me.
If you could give some advice to somebody who's coming up, I know you've mentioned mentors being important to you, you know, either about how to take advantage of a challenging time, as I think we would all say a pandemic is, or how to overcome obstacles in general. What advice would you give for a young person?
Make sure you're looking at your situation correctly. That's the number one thing, because even when you think about the pandemic, like what we're going through right now, like this hasn't affected me personally, you know, because I felt like I went through all the things, all the negative things in life correctly. You know, like I went through them, I allowed it to hurt. That way I didn't go back to it. I didn't complain, stress out about it because I understood I had to do it. And just to have the right view on life, man. Because you get the same person, the same exact deck of cards, and they can view them totally different. So for me, it would just be to make sure that you got the right eyes on your situation, because there's someone else that would make that situation a masterpiece.
Mm.
Because that's what it is. It's just that everything's day to day. Everything is day to day. Everyone always thinks they're always. I mentor a lot. I got a lot of young chefs. So one of my young chefs, Gabe, he's from Detroit. Like his aunt reached out to me on social media one day. Like, can you talk to my nephew? He's thinking about going to Sullivan. I'm like, okay, I'll talk to him. Talk to him. He ended up going to Sullivan. He works for me, but we still talking. He's back in Detroit right now. He's a freshman at Sullivan, and he's back and he's just like stressing out, man. He's like, Jeff, how do you get to being creative? Like, I don't understand this stuff. Like, I'm by myself. I'm trying. I'm like, calm down. Like, just be excited. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want too much in the sense of like, just enjoy where you at, man. I used to always want something different than I had. And then once I got it, it was so much easier then. So, you know, it's just take everything one day at a time. You know, like literally, don't put tomorrow's pressure on you. Like, just let today be itself.
That's such good advice. I mean, learning patience is sort of a gift.
Yeah, and I don't have any right now. I ain't had it in a long time. So patience is not my virtue. You know, and I don't think anyone would say it was. Patience is not my virtue yet. But understanding is. Like, I can be impatient, but understand the situation.
Well, I guess understanding would be the more important of the two in this case.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, Chef, you know, the last question I'll ask you then is, you know, a lot of us right now are evaluating, reevaluating, as we've already said today, but, you know, what is emerging to you as essential? We know food, shelter, clothing. What are you discovering as utterly essential in your life?
Friends. That's it. Like you said, food, shelter, clothing, and friends is probably. I mean, you gotta have some people around you, some good quality people around you, and that's it. It ain't really much else. You know what I'm saying? What you said is biblical. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all you need. You know what I'm saying? You came in this world nothing. You're gonna leave with nothing. So everything else is a bonus. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I get to have some coffee in the morning is a bonus. I really only need water. You know? So it's just that's it. It's just food, clothing, shelter, and some good people around you. And that's the recipe for success. You know, everything else is just a bonus in life. You know what I'm saying? You just keep getting different bonuses. Oh, I get to go here. Oh, I get to go here. I get to do this. That ain't what's gonna make me happy. What makes me happy is the four things you named, which is the food, shelter, clothing, and good people around you.
Hmm.
And I noticed that that's all you got right now. That's all we got. That's literally all we got. Like, and I'm good. Like, I want more out of life than this, but if this is all I got, I would make it.
Well, Chef, thank you so much for your time. It's so good to see you and talk with you.
Good to see you too. And thank you.